Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below. And you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking. Let's start here, Paolo. You can still speak Mandarin.
Yes, pero not as fluent as how I used to speak dati nung dun pa po ako natira. Pero I can still speak normal conversation, simple conversation.
Kasi that was your first language for like 13 years.
Yeah, in Taiwan.
Let's start here, Paolo. Tell me your story in Mandarin.
我小时候在台湾读国小，然后我13岁的时候才来菲律宾读国中。The first thing I ever wanted to do， 我小时候是变一个 actor。然后我记得我爸爸每一次都会跟我说，不可以，不可以，因为你一定要读书。
You were born in
the Philippines.
Okay, and
Yes.
then how old were you when you moved to Taiwan?
I was 1 year old. I was born here. We stayed here for a year in the Philippines. My dad, inasikaso niya yung mga adoption papers. My stepfather, Pao Chen.
When did you know that you were adopted?
I found out when I was in Bicol, when I moved to the Philippines when I was 13. Although hindi ko pa masyadong na-confirm nun, naririnig ko lang from people because I used to play basketball in my province. And I remember during the games, yung commentator, whenever I would shoot the ball, Dennis Roldan for 3. And I was like, Dennis Roldan? Sino yun? Naisip ko baka may kamukha lang ako na artista or may kamukha lang ako na PBA player. Kaya yun yung sinasabi nila sa akin. Pero the first time na may narinig ako about it is through my ex-girlfriend. Sabi niya, kilala mo ba si Dennis Roldan? Sabi ko, hindi. Gusto mo search natin. Noong time na yun, wala pa akong smartphone, Tito Boy. Hindi pa masyadong uso yung smartphones eh. So it's not that accessible sa cellphone. So we had to go to this computer shop. And then we Googled Dennis Roldan. And that was the first time I saw his picture. And that was the first time I saw his face. And nung tinignan ko yung picture na mabuti, sabi ko, that's weird. Sabi ko, may resemblance nga. Sabi ko. So yun, nalaman ko talaga, inamin sa akin ni Mommy when I was 14 years old. At that time, nakalipat na po ako sa Manila. And I was playing basketball for Arellano University. And nung sa condo ko nun, kasi umuwi yung mom ko from Taiwan every once in a while to check up on me. Mm-hmm. Tapos one time, umuwi siya kasabay ng tita ko. So, that time, gusto niya sana akong ilipat sa Lasal, Green Hills. So, they were talking about Lasal. And hindi nila alam na nasa condo na ako. Kasi 2 bedrooms po yun eh. Hindi nila alam na nasa condo na ako, nakapasok na ako. I overheard them talking about, my tita said, ililipat mo si Pao sa Lasal? Diba andun yung kapatid niya nagwa-volleyball? Na-confuse siya sa Lasal, Green Hills. Sa Green Hills. So for her, it was just the same thing. When I heard enough, when I got enough information, that's when I went in. Sabi ko kay Mommy, what are you guys talking about? Is it true? Tapos sabi ni Mommy sa akin, Pao, don't get mad, okay? Here, Papa is not your real father. Sabi ko, okay. Sabi niya sa akin, nalito siya. Sabi niya, aren't you mad? Sabi ko, no. I mean, why would I be mad? Papa took care of me as if I was his own. So yun yung na-appreciate ko talaga kay Papa. Kaya never ako nagalit na, never nagkaroon ng drama na bakit hindi niya sinabi sa akin, bakit ganito, walang ever ganon. Nagulat lang si Mommy na hindi ako nagalit.
Nung ikay lumalaki sa Taichung, you were the only Filipino in school.
Yes.
How was that life?
Here's what happened kasi in Taiwan. Lahat ng masasamang bagay tungkol sa Pilipinas, korupsyon, murder, lahat ng mga crimes, ayun yung mga nababalita po sa Taiwan. So ang nangyayari, kami pong mga Filipinos na nakatira doon, kami yung napag-iinitan ng mga Taiwanese. So I remember when I was a kid, doon sa school namin, I really did not have any friends. I was bullied by not only schoolmates or classmates, I was also bullied by teachers.
How?
Aminin ko, Tito Boy, medyo makulit ako. Makulit ako nung bata ako. I'm that kid na parang minsan kinakainisan ng mga magulang kasi makulit nga. Pero I was throwing yung mga basa na papel just my classmate. Ganun ako kulit. Pinatayo ako ng teacher ko. Pinakit niya ako sa may blackboard in front of everyone. And he told everyone, don't be friends with this kid because when he grows up, he'll be trash. Those are one of the moments na pag tinatanong sa akin, how were you bullied? Yun yung isa sa pinaka-naalala ko.
Reaction mo?
I ran out of the classroom, went to the bathroom, sinuntok-suntok ko yung pintuan ng cubicle.
Did you understand why your teacher said what he said? Where was that coming from? Did you find out?
Never really, Tito Boy.
O mababa lang ang tingin niya talaga sa mga Pinoy?
Mababa lang po talaga ang tingin niya sa mga Filipino. So at that time, ang lagi lang nasa isip ko is, why don't they just give me a chance to get to know me?
Didn't you articulate that to your teachers? And didn't you complain to your mom?
No, I didn't.
Or dad? Or papa?
I did not.
Pero parang hindi mo ininda, parang hindi ka nasugatan, parang you're not scarred by that experience. Or sa labas lang ito. I mean, deep inside you, were you bleeding? Were you...
Yeah. I guess, Tito Boy, ano lang, when I left Taiwan, nung dumating ako sa Pilipinas, mas natanggap ako ng tao. Nung lumipat ako dito sa Pilipinas, I tried so hard to just bury all the memories, all of the
bad ones.
The bad memories sa Taiwan. Pero sometimes ngayon, pag kunwari napag-usapan bigla or I feel very vulnerable, pag napapakwento ako, it's hard sometimes. Kasi nung kunento ko kanina, Tito Boy, I was in the 3rd grade.
I know.
No 3rd grader deserves to be treated that way.
May mga pagkakataon ba that you just wanna let it off?
Usually, Tito Boy, kami kasi ni Mami, hindi ako nagkukwento sa kanya ng mga masasamang experiences ko sa buhay. Ang more na kinakwento ko sa kanya are the good ones.
Because you don't want her to lose that smile.
Yeah, I just want them to know and feel that I'm okay, which I am okay. Because lahat naman
But even when you're not okay, you don't like mom to know that you're not okay.
Yes, I'd rather talk to my friends about it.
It's fascinating dahil meron talaga mga tao na may mga bagay na pang pamilya, pang mama, may mga bagay na pang kaibigan.
Yes.
Not because you love your mother less, but because you want to spare your mother of the pain,
The sadness,
trouble, yeah.
the disappointment.
Let's go now to why you left Taiwan.
I knew sa sarili ko na kahit anong pagsisikap na gawin ko doon, hindi ako matatanggap. Kahit subukan ko mag-artista doon, hindi ako kukunin doon, Tito Boy. So the reason why I actually talked my parents into letting me come to the Philippines, yung nasa isip ko lang noon, pag nakarating ako, hindi ko alam kung paano ko magagawa nung time na yun. Basta nasa isip ko, when I'm in the Philippines, I can be an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Ayun yung nasa isip ko the whole time.
And the reaction of your parents?
Sabi nila, okay. Sabi ko, ang reason ko sa kanila nung time na yun, Tito Boy, was I'm having a hard time sa school. And,
okay.
Kasi totoo naman, actually, I was actually having a hard time sa school. Pagkaalis ko ng Taiwan, dinala muna ako ng parents ko sa Viracatan, Duanes, since andun yung lolo and lola ko. Naisip nila na mas magandang opportunity for me to adjust to the Philippine culture, para hindi naman ako magulat bigla sa Manila, para matuto muna ako makihalubilo sa mga Filipinos.
You've been trying to get into the business for a while now. Your first film was
Firefighters. It was directed by Rod Ortega, and then it was the comeback film of Jeric Raval. After nun, Tito Boy, I did a few films for Regal. My first mainstream film was Haunted Mansion. Yeah, starring Janela Salvador. It competed in MMFF 2016, I think. After nun, I Love You to Death, The Debutants, and I did like a few teleseries. And ang nangyari nun, after 1 year, nakakuha ko ng isang series, first leading role ko for I Want TFC. It's called Mga Batang Pause. Pero yung first ko na lead role sa isang pelikula was Lockdown. Kasi Tito Boy, kwento ko, before lockdown happened, 2 years na po akong walang work nun sa showbiz. So, umabot
Why
ako.
didn't you give up? 2 years is a long time in the business.
To be honest with you, Tito Boy, I just believe in myself.
You just believed that it was going to happen.
Yeah, because it was, you know, it's either I'll make it or I just threw my life away by not finishing school.
So yung mga panahon na wala kang ginagawang pelikula, wala kang mga offers, wala kang mga serye, anong ginagawa mo?
Workshops ako, Tito Boy. Kasi before...
Workshop ka ng workshop?
Yes. Para at least, since kahit wala akong work, may mga natututunan pa rin ako tungkol sa craft.
My question is this, how do you marry different styles of acting?
Oh, there are always bits and pieces na mapupulot mo. Hindi lahat gagana eh.
Okay.
Kasi, syempre, us as individuals, we're all very unique in our own ways. We have different life experiences. Posibleng ikaw, pinagdaanan mo ganito. So, what works for me will not work for you. So, ang ginagawa ko lang, Tito Boy, is pinupulot ko yung mga effective sa akin. At binabangko ko yung mga hindi effective sa akin. Minsan, Tito Boy, nababalikan ko, parang, will this work? Hindi gumagana pa rin. Hanggang sa umabot na sa point, Tito Boy, that I developed my own ways of acting. Hindi naman completely different from Chubak or Morris, pero may mga nalaman akong pwede kong gawin para mas madali yung mga ibang eksenang gagawin namin.
And Paolo, you're young. Enjoy the journey. You don't find that in 5 films. You don't find that when you're 28, 29. Sometimes you never find it.
Yes.
And that's the fun of the journey. How is it working with the big stars? Because you're now in your journey. You're part of Darna. I'm sure you're going to be doing some films in the future. Pero how do you deal with the superstars?
I was lucky. Kasi lahat ng mga veteran actors and actresses na nakakatrabaho ko were just beautiful people.
Correct.
Just beautiful souls. Miss Yula Valdez, Tito Noni, lahat sila.
These are great actors.
These are great and such giving actors. And never nila pinaparamdam sa'yo na bago ka lang, hindi tayo pantay.
How was it working with Joel Lamangan?
Syempre, andun yung kaba, Tito Boy. Kasi it was my first leading role sa isang pelikula na that I really wanted to do good in because I saw it as an opportunity for me to show, you know, Direk Joel at yung mga manonood kung ano yung mga natutunan ko all throughout my years in showbiz. So, andun yung kaba talaga because I wanted to prove to myself and prove to people na kaya ko talaga dito sa industriya na to.
Alright, so you spoke about Joel Lamangan. What about Chito?
What I think Direk Chito's talent is being able to communicate with his actors para ma-visualize ng actor kung ano yung na-visualize niya sa utak niya. Kasi minsan mahirap yun eh.
And he has that special talent. He has that special communication talent to be able to make his actors understand kung ano ang gusto niyang lumabas.
Without dictating kung dapat ganito yung galaw mo. Which, you know, gives you a sense of freedom, which I think as actors is very important to always have a bit of freedom.
And you like that?
And yes.
In an interview, you were quoted to have said that it's easier to do love scenes with male actors than female actors. Paliwanag mo.
When it comes to female partners, Tito Boy, syempre andun yung nasa isip natin bilang lalaki tayo. Ayaw natin makagawa ng bagay na magkakos ng pagiging uncomfortable nila. Andun yung kailangan mong protectionan yung partner mo kasi alam mong babae siya. Pero sinasabi ko, Tito Boy, mas madali sa lalaki because you don't have to do any of that.
Right.
Kunwari, everything you do is just, hindi siya magrereklamo kasi parehas naman kayong lalaki. Like halimbawa, Tito Boy, I did this film for Viva Max. Si Direk Brillante Mendoza po yung director doon and my partner was Vince Rillion. And I remember just talking to him before the scenes na, bro, didilaan kita dito sa nipples mo. O sige tol, gagawin ko rin sa'yo. So parang for me, mas kalmado siya kasi alam ko na mas nakakagalaw ako ng freely without my co-actor feeling uncomfortable.
Feeling abused.
Feeling abused. Kasi
or taken advantage of. Yeah, I totally get that. Mas marami ka bang love scenes sa lalaki o sa babae or vice versa?
Mas marami akong naka-eksena, Tito Boy, na lalaki.
Okay.
Bottom course pa lang po. Tapos Lockdown.
Right.
And Sisid, yung kay Brillante Mendoza, which is a BL film for Viva Max.
And that has never been an issue to you?
Never naman, Tito Boy.
Okay.
For me, they were opportunities na para ma-hone ko yung craft ko or ma-explore ko yung craft ko, or in a way just to, you know, put into action yung mga natututunan ko.
You started to talk about doing love scenes. Are there conversations with co-actors na parang, pare, huwag mo ko hahawakan dito, or a girl asks you, huwag lang dito ha, baka mapatili ako dahil may, wala naman, meron?
Wala, never, Tito Boy, kasi yung una ko naka-love scene na girl sa isang pelikula is Angelique Kang. Was for Silip sa Apoy, directed by Mac Alejandre. And then we did some really graphic stuff there. Actually, it's one of Viva Max's most graphic films. And never siya nagreklamo. Never siya nagsabi na ayoko to. Pag sinabi ni Direk na ito yung gusto kong mangyari, okay lang ba sa inyo? Papayag siya.
That was the most graphic you've done with a girl.
Yes.
What was the most graphic you've done with another guy?
Lockdown, Tito Boy. Yeah, I had to, in lockdown, I did a full frontal in lockdown.
When you were asked to do it, hindi ka nagdalawang isip na ipapakita ko na ang lahat?
Ang nasa isip ko ng Tito Boy, nung sinabi sa akin sa audition na kailangan mo mag-frontal, syempre, for me, I can't just show it ng basta-basta. I have to believe in the material. So sabi ko, okay po, basahin ko po yung script. So nag-usap kami ng manager ko, si Direk Manny, at ng handler ko, si Ate Beth. We talked about the film, and so binasa ko yung script. And I remember I was sitting sa labas ng bahay, sa may swing namin. I was reading the script through my phone. And then sa dulo ng script, Tito Boy, I was crying. So that's when I felt na, ay hindi, akin tong role na to. Ay, kaya ko tong role na to.
You were crying because of the
Beautiful
story.
story.
Beautiful story.
Beautiful
Okay.
story. And then, isa yun sa key points. At yung pangalawa naman, Direk Joel Lamangan.
After you saw Lockdown, kung saan nagpakita ka ng lahat, including your private organ, what did you feel?
I was really happy with the role. And I was very happy also with my performance. Naramdaman ko kasi din at napanood ko na alam ko na ayun na yung 100% best ko.
Did Mama and Papa see the movie?
My mom, she was there actually.
How did she react?
Oh, she cried. She cried sa film na yun.
She cried?
Yes, first
Okay.
time niya daw umiyak sa pelikula ko.
But when she saw your frontal nudity, anong kanyang sinabi?
Pao, grabe, how did you do that? You showed your nakakaya. Pero I cried at the end of the movie. You're nakakaawa in this film. I like it. Sabi
Do you
niya sa
think you
akin.
made her proud?
Yeah. I am 100% sure she's proud.
One day in the future, if you're offered a film, napakaganda, but it would require you to go all the way, do a sex act on film,
Wow.
would you do it?
I would for a European film. If it's gonna, go to Cannes.
Why did you say European? Because of Cannes.
Cannes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of my dreams also na makakompete doon.
You know, I love this conversation because when we talk about love scenes, we barely don't talk about gender.
Yes.
Which means that, is this what you think in real life? That ang lente, the lens that you use when you look at people, hindi sexual orientation? To you, how do you look at men, women, gays, LGBT, etc.?
I look at them just the way that they see themselves. Kung anong tingin nila sa sarili nila, ayun yung tingin ko sa kanila. If a trans woman says she's a girl, feels she's a girl, for me, she's a girl.
You respect that.
I respect that a lot.
Thank you for saying that. Coming from you, a young man in the business, that means a lot, at least to me, who is an LGBT person. Maraming salamat. I wanted just to talk about anong mga gusto mong ma-achieve bilang isang artista.
Meron akong mga pangarap bilang artista at meron akong mga pangarap bilang Paul Chen. For me, in the future, I want to be one of the bankable actors. Siyempre sa industriya natin. And andun din siyempre na we want to win awards and we just want to do films that would inspire and motivate people kung paano siya nagawa sa akin ng Forrest Gump. Just to make a project that matters.
Bilang Paul Chen.
Bilang Paul Chen. I want to buy a house. I want my mom to have her side doon sa house niya. And then kung anong mga Kasi alam ko yung gusto ni Mommy, Tito Boy eh. I know what she wants sa kwarto niya. I know that she wants a walk-in closet. I know that she wants a hot tub. So yun yung pangarap ko, is just mas spoil ko lang yung mom ko. It all boils down to that, Tito Boy. For me, it's my mom. My mom talaga. Kasi grabe yung paniniwala niya sa akin.
Are you happy?
Yes, very happy.
And that happiness is coming from where?
Siguro, Tito Boy, kasi alam ko na nabibigyan na ako ng opportunity ngayon to prove myself. And komportable din ako at alam ko sa sarili ko na I'm always doing my 110% best sa lahat. So happy ako kasi nabibigyan na ako ng ABS-CBN ng oportunidad to showcase kung anong mga natutunan ko. I'm just happy na yung mga projects na napupunta sa akin is, you know, are projects na marami akong realizations, marami akong natutunan.
What keeps you busy now? What are you doing right now?
Right now, Darna is keeping
Darna
me
is
busy.
there.
And so being part of this show for me is just overwhelming, and parang feeling ko if I could just time travel to the time na bata pa ako and just tell myself, hey man, don't worry. Look, you're in Darna. You're gonna be in Darna. He would be so happy.
What is your prayer for your dad, Dennis?
I want him to get out, man. And gusto na namin siya makasama. The first time I met him was when I was, I think, 15. 15 ata ako nandito. After a few months lang, nakulong siya. Wala pa atang 6 months lang, Tito Boy, nakulong agad siya eh. And I was really looking forward to like the father and son bonding. I wanted to get to know him more. I wanted him to get to know me more also. I wanted to get to know everyone talaga sa buong Gumabao clan. Yung hindi lang natuloy doon is yung nakilala ko pa siya.
In God's time.
Yes.
How is your relationship with Marco and Michelle?
From the day na na-meet nila ako, from the day na pinakilala ako ng tatay namin sa kanila, they've been nothing but accommodating and loving sa akin. Very much. Kahit si Marco, whenever he has a project, I support it, I post it, I watch it, and then, like for example, yung Los Bastardos niya, I was a huge fan of that show. Pinapanood ko yung show na yun. And whenever I have projects naman, upcoming projects, siya din, nagpo-post siya.
That's very good. Since you're doing Darna, kung meron kang ihihingi na tulong right now in your life, ano yun?
Tulungan mo ako sa kaso ng tatay ko para makalabas na siya.
Maraming salamat, Paolo.
Maraming salamat po, Tito Boy. Thank
Maraming
you so much.
Thank you very much. Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below. And you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking.